Oh, and welcome back to the Talos Principle 2 and to the Verdant Canyon, which we will hopefully be completing today. We made quite a progress over here last time. We have completed 6 puzzles. We have 4 more remaining, 3 numbered and 1 unnumbered one. We have found at least 1 star, the Pandora's one. No lab yet, but it's supposed to be in this part of the area, so we'll be getting it in due time. Okay, there is a path to number 7, so one element that got introduced here in South 2 is the gravity shifts. So you have these fancy panels that allow you to switch where you can stand, or place elements for that matter, which shifts perspective and quite messes with me at this moment, and things only get like worse from here, so we're getting to the fun part of the game, as it seems. How it was before, from Nakalembe's Akaba to Antarctica, moments of transition and revelation. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while. Then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities, like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when their area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said. No time to be free. Only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos? Our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. So many thousands of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. Return to Monke. From the book of annotated internet comments by Eustachius. I just think people are dumb. Like, relentlessly stupid. Absolute morons. Human history is a clown show from beginning to end. The average person? Like a slobbering buffoon bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing at the walls and never understanding a single thing that happens. I mean, just look at this software putting asterisk where swear words would be. People are afraid of words like they have magic powers. But the real world, that is, running their lives, that's fine. Ruining their lives, that's fine, because they're too dumb to do something about it. Return to Monkey? Brother, we never left. A curious inversion. The return to the mythical state of Monkey is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. I would like to meet Uncle Eustachius one day. He sounds like someone who is always curious about everything. Give me a moment, I again forgot to do one thing. Shouldn't take long. Yeah, that should do it. Hypatia's Journals. Day 421. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arkady after Chernyshevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows, and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, we're making good progress on the new living area, although Arkady will have to use Yemo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Now, let's have a look at number 6. Let's also have a look if there is anything curious around number 6. I'm still to find Prometheus Flame. Like, the sprite that you're supposed to chase around the place. Other side. So we have a drill and we have a gravity shift, but I do not see any panel nearby. Is that my way to actually go? Oh no, you cannot do that. Interesting. Oh, okay. Hold on. We can also do that. Well, I can do that. Theoretically. Very theoretically. The question is, of course, why? I mean, even if I somehow do that, are you shitting me? It's like having a jammer on a platform. Like, you put a jammer on a platform that you can carry around, and you set up a jammer to point towards the gate, and if you just walk around, the jammer will keep focused on the gate. It feels like such a big cheat. And apparently, we can do the similar stuff with drills now. So the drill can go through its own hole, it's just like you cannot pick it up, but you can move it through other means. It's like, I don't find it entirely consistent. Like, why would a gravity well be allowed to move it around without interrupting its functionality? Oh, I see a Prometheus Flame, which is very good. But if you dare to pick it up yourself and move around, like, oh god, no, that is like, that's a big no-no. Like, excuse me, what the hell? I believe we have found our remaining lost puzzle. And we have found Prometheus Flame, and we have found Lost Lab, and we have found whatever that is. Those are cats. Why can I not crouch to see the cats better? Oh. Curses and dominations. We're back. What is that? that is another halo. Okay, sorry. Maybe that's another way to, like, there was a similar construction earlier, and it led me to a Prometheus Spark, I believe? Is it called Spark? Yeah, I think it is called Spark. Why can I freely jump from one surface to another? Like, is that how gravity works here? Well, I made it here. What now? I do not accept that the construction like this stands here for just shits and giggles, you know? There must be some purpose, some method to this madness. Maybe if you go along it, you will encounter a spark somewhere? But you say somewhere without having any idea where. Like, what is the goal? What are we trying to achieve here? Why do we do what we do? Because to be perfectly honest with you, I do not see anything around that might be useful. And that perplexes me like a lot. I assume that is 8. And it is. That would be 7. Alright. I think I will get the Lost Puzzle, Prometheus Flame, and then Lost Lab. Stowaway. Interesting. We do have a connector. And we have a gravity thingy over there. Yeah, but what now? Wait, we can probably still make it work. Wait a second. That is a problem. Because I need something. Wait, what? detail. I need to check it up close. What the hell is going on here? Oh. What? Hey. Ow. Huh. So the cube standing here in any way, shape or form will block the light. Oh god damn it, stop it. This is probably too far. So the problem here is that you cannot just use... Clearly I need to make use of a gravity thingy. But even if I do something like that, and then I do something like... See, you cannot even place it on the cube. Wait a second. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, this also doesn't work. So... what the hell? Well, then I need to have all three somehow here. Maybe? Like, one of them holds the button, right? And later you have a cube with the thing on top. And how would I do that? There is no other gravity thingamajig, is there? There is, however, a detachable fan. So you maybe can do something like this. Okay, that will work. You're going the wrong way, man. And that is why you have the weird thingamabob over there. Yep. Okay. A spark. No, that's a spark. Wait, what? Yeah, thank you. Just 2 more sparks and I can skip every single golden puzzle, right? You really want me to parkour this time for you, eh? Yo, like, I'm gonna work you so much. Oh my god. You can't be serious. And yet you are. Like, there are some of these Prometheus flames that make you just make a small round trip, right? A few that ask you to do a bit of parkour here and there. This, however, go around the entire goddamn island. Wait, are you still not here? Oh, god damn it. So yeah, this one is like, go around the goddamn island, do a parkour, do a gravity shift, do this, do that.
For a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
Now, Lost Lab, right here.
There you are. Good.
What's up?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
So what do I do?
You go in there and you switch it off. Shouldn't be hard.
Why me? Am I somehow more, like, resistant to electromagnetic interference? Wowza. That is quite an interference if I see these things There is no way they're real, eh? Oh. Energy flow manager. Cannot load profile settings. Cannot initiate automatic shutdown. Connection lost. Emergency shutdown? Noema system. Warning. Output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error. Cannot adjust output max to correct settings. Access denied. Error. Automatic shutdown has been disabled by user. Identify user. Unknown user. Blah 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 blah. Initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. Blah 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 blah. Unknown script ATHN Athena? Can I just retry it a few times? I guess not. Anthropogeny, a text adventure. Written, designed and programmed by Alex16. Crow Team Game Jam 5th edition, adapt or die. Based on the okay, let's play. You wake up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient, crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Examine yourself. You find that though you are shaped like a human being, and feel that your soul belongs to that storied people, you are made of bronze. You are a beautiful machine, crafted with love and care and imbued with the power to choose. You have gained knowledge. The self. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know, without knowing how, that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea and deep forests wreathed in fog and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied, it intones. Error. This corruptible must put on incorruption. The sting of death is sin. The sting of death is sin. Towards them. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slope of Olympus, but you are not ready to ascend. Only once you have found all 3 sigils will the path to divine flame will be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north, to the garden of the Hesperides. Yeah, let's go to the buried city, I think. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. Search the ruins. As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight. A procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or an unimaginable future trapped in a moment of celebration. They are smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? A bit sad, ghostly figures. You decide that these must be memories of the past, of the people who built the city and caused its ruin. They can no longer harm anyone. Walking among the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the owl. You reach down and take it, and as you do, You have gained sigil. Journey to the garden of the Hesperides. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful, burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error, it screams. I feel like I'm more of a flea kind of person, so... The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask the nymphs about the apple. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Oh, say that you are strong enough to bear it. No, punch a nymph. Okay, no, we're not punching anybody, we have knowledge of self, right? You speak wisely of yourself, and you are right, the nymphs say. But do not forget that you are human, and others must be to bear this burden with you. You have gained the sigil. Suddenly the voice of Sphinx, her golden wings, her shadow cast. But I don't have 3 sigils. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates. Then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
I feel like if you fire the laser to one of these guys, it creates a sphere that will replicate this laser in other sphere, which is very interesting. And I think things will get very dicey later down the game, in terms of puzzles, of course. Beloved Founder, Mayor Hermanubis has done much to bring your vision to life. We have almost reached the goal. Sadly, there are still those who refuse to believe. They want to spread their filth across this world, defile all that is beautiful and that we are meant to protect. Hope that when we fulfill the goal, you will return and change their hearts, or cast them out, if there is no other way. Breakthrough. Quadrupled size of primary sight device. Trials, energy output exceeds expectations. Contained singularity. Must revise safety protocols. Halting main device tests until... Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. Byron, from the very beginning, was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep the people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world could one day become. When the conflict between Atrahasis and Sankuniaton turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still at the time of writing one of the very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counseling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasizing the extreme stress both parties had been under. Irrational behavior is frequently the result of a perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens. While both clearly behaved incorrectly, the ultimate source of the problem is the situation we place them in, of having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. It's not terribly fair putting them against each other like that, is it? That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologize. Aftermath of New Alexandria disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the rebuilding of the colony. If Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. And again, no answer from Athena. God damn it. This is mighty peculiar. I don't think there was any... Yeah, there is no other door or anything. And I still cannot read any of these things, right? They're all like errored. Yeah. Okay.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
That's very promising.
And then imagine what the megastructure can do. And what we could do with that kind of energy. I wonder if anyone in New Jerusalem really understands.
Reliable and clean power source, it would be such a cheat. It would be... I don't mean to sound too arrogant, but it would be godsend. Okay, we do have delivery. Cool. We can switch between the gravity and the connector over here, or bring something and get something else. Let's see, we have a cube over here for whatever the heck is the reasoning. I should be able to place something over here and perhaps power this thing, so maybe that's my end move. To move the connector over there. Not sure what the point of this thing is yet. Right. Are you detachable? You are detachable. Coolio. Okay, let's start working it out. You and you. What is the point of this nook? The point of this nook is that there is a gravity thing. Why? To deliver the cube. Okay. So... I do need a gravity thingamajig for that. To get this cube... Let's see, I can get it over here. And now I need to get it down there. Which means that I do need to... I don't need you right now. One step at a time, okay? It's the only way how you can like deal with the complex puzzles. If you think that you have some ideas of what to do. Just do them like one by one. Now, I don't need you, I don't need you. So I can take... That was a mistake, by the way, because I do need... No, I don't. You need the gravity. So... No. You need... Oh... Oh, you don't need gravity over here. You can probably arrange gravity from here, which means that you can do... Nope. Okay, so this is set up to work, so you can now do almost. Oh, you took bloody two of them. Oh, this is like not ideal. I mean, that still works.
Congratulations. That one looked difficult.
Again, like, these responses are so generic. Like, I did not feel like that this one was difficult. Like, this one I figure out, like, step-by-step solution. And then you just work to implement it. With some of them, you just don't see the solution right away, and then you're stumped. Step and release. Interesting. Okay, we do have a few of these, like, weird swap tables down there. We do have a detachable fan over here. We need two items over there to open that thing. Here. Where the hell am I gonna take your second item? I have only one that I can operate right now, and that is the fan. That's a jammer. Okay. We do have a jammer, which a bit simplifies my task. When I say a bit, I mean only a bit. Because I might be able to do something like that. But I'm out of items to swap. So now I cannot take the jammer. But we can still extract you. That will not work. But because I don't need you, I can get a jammer, yes, okay. So if I have a jammer, which item I don't need the most? Probably the fan, right? So let's see, I will take... Damn it, I need a gemma to disable the second one. Coolio. So now I only need a fan, which will require a bit of like swippity-swappity again. Okay, that should do it. Just step by step. Okay, the terminus, the tower, and release of the stars. It's just an optical illusion and I'm seeing the rocks through the small window over there, right? Yeah, okay, that's just number one. Okay. Let's do this thing. No. I don't seemingly have a lot of options over here, so... Am I gonna meet Pandora and we're gonna have a heart-to-heart? Oh, that is different. Oh, that is super different. Instead of like meeting a guardian right away, we do have like a bit more travel to do. Look at this, like, I'm still utterly shocked that this thing just floats in midair. I don't know what kind of physics these particle clouds operate on, but it is mind-bendingly insane. Yep, there you are.
Stratum of Stagira had little respect
Stagira.
for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden.
Why?
It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. see the folly of his actions?
Nope. Yeah, I blame the other people. I mean, it is probably very convenient to blame anybody but yourself. I mean, if you knew that the people will be pissed, maybe you should have been more careful. But that leans more towards this answer, like it was only his methods that were mistaken. But what if you are in a situation where you must use the methods that, like, people don't accept? But the only way they will accept if you, like, discover the truth and, like, continue research in a way that people don't like. So when in the early days of medicine, when the religion was also very strong and okay, I saw a movie, okay, right? Let's assume it was based on a somewhat relatable real story. So it was not permitted by the church, by most people. It was just blasphemy to investigate what humans are actually made of, what's inside of us, our organs, right? But appendicitis existed regardless of that. So some people just, like, had issues with that and died. So when a certain dude in secrecy, like, investigated what people were made of, and he made a discovery how to treat it, that you can just cut it out and it kind of works out, like, it was considered blasphemy. So, but then again, like, I believe there should be some line. Again, I like my measures and everything. Like, everything is permitted to a measure. Okay? Except violence. Violence is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, screw the people.
He was the one who broke their laws.
Well, then the laws are stupid.
It's them, and not him.
Because unjust laws should be broken. But then who decides which laws are just? Because he didn't take away life.
You are correct. Life is sacred above all things, even above the truth. Consider this as you approach the flame.
Ominous. Are we gonna be presented with a choice of saving Byron or, like, getting the truth? Getting the knowledge from this place?
That was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Well, maybe. Okay, my next theory. If there were such a conundrum, who to save? And perhaps, if we complete all the golden puzzles, there will be some third solution that will allow us to both have a cake and eat it too. That is, save Byron and get all the technologies from here. Grasp the power of the megastructure. Now, you know the drill. First, the temple. Then... Interesting. I might have forgotten to start my timer. I need to check how long this episode is. I don't expect it to be that long. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're good on time. That is that I do need to wrap an episode. But we can catch our first glimpse on the Circular Oasis, an artificial oasis in the otherwise lifeless desert that stretches across the southwestern portion of the island. Let's travel there. Maybe I will go to the puzzle number 1 just to see what we're dealing with. Just, you know, a small glimpse. A taste of what's to come. And yeah, we'll probably wrap it there. Oh wow. Now that looks like a... Now that looks like a tower.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, Wonke. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
This one is Athena. Do we think that is Miranda?
Have you seen Miranda's
Cornelius.
design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know, to really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
I did not expect Athena to sound harsh. But it felt Centrifuge. So, but it did feel a bit like she is not a fan of what New Jerusalem became, you know? Okay, we do have some rotating thingy. It's okay. Which one was here? The red one. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh. Oh. Maybe the other way around, because I don't need blue. Yeah. No. God. Maybe I know that I am probably messing it around a lot, but like I need to figure this out. Wait a second. Are they both blue? No, this one was red. Yeah. So you shove this one here. Now you have blue here. Yeah. Now it works. Yeah. And that was our first puzzle here in the Oasis. With that, we will be calling it an episode. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Or otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.